Our play this year is a play that I've wanted to do for a very long time. It's a play that's very near and dear to my heart because of my personal interests as a human being. Madison Manning guessed it a week and a half ago. It is She Kills Monsters.
The Overland Theater Department put on the production She Kills Monsters a few weeks ago. They strived to accomplish their best production yet with puppeteering, elaborate choreography, extravagant costumes, and a killer soundtrack, and they did just that. The cast and crew dedicated many long hours and hard work to achieve this goal. Can't fathom doing that? OTV asked them why they did it.
I auditioned for the play because theater is a really big passion of mine, and it's just something that I would love to do all the time.
Performing arts in general is just something I've been really interested in since I was a little kid.
Honestly, I'm kind of most excited for the stage combat that we get to do. It's something that's never been explored in plays in the past. So this is just an opportunity where we get to beat the crap out of each other, and it's great.
Oh, my favorite part about fighting is just the act of making it look cool. And again, that's what I'm the lighting that's gonna go with the fights is gonna make it look even more cool and stuff. So when people come to see the show, they're going to see hey, they've been working hard and it's looking smooth and it's gonna look fun to watch and all that. So
I'm most excited for the costumes for sure. The costumes are going to be so cool. I've already seen some people try on their costumes and stuff, and oh my gosh, they're so amazing. It's going to be so fun.
I'm most excited for this show, our big surprise at the end with the dragon. I think that's going to be super fun and super cool to put on.
However, all of these technical elements weren't simple and required dozens of people to complete.
The most challenging part of this show, I think, are all the technical elements that were necessary.
Everything is always different. The blueprints, everything that we build, the paint is always different, and so it's definitely hard going from one project to the next.
Technical theater encompasses so many different jobs. If you are an actor on stage, if you touch something, if you wear something, if you stand on something, if you are in lights and sound, anything that is not the actor themselves is a technical theater aspect.
We had to figure out and get some visual representation of how we can make, our characters look like goblins or bear creature kind of things and stuff. And we also had a lot of swords and stuff to make for this one. I mean, the swords and stuff that our kids made were really cool for this show. They used a lot of different designs for them and stuff, so those were pretty neat. So Mr. Ray found a couple of people who have done that before, and so we brought in some different kids that help make weapons and swords and stuff out of foam and out of cardboard and stuff like that so that we could use those for the fight scenes.
This is the only show where we've had this level of fight choreography, and so we've had to incorporate a very, very different level of props and costumes, and that is something we had to heavily consider with lighting.
I feel this is gonna be the most lighting heavy show we've done, because it's gonna be strobe lights and there's gonna be all crazy stuff during fight scenes and everything. So I think to the audience it will look really cool.
And then this is one of those shows where we had more sound effects for this show than we've had in a very, very long time. So our microphones and our sound crew, they had to do so much more than they've had to for most other shows.
The most challenging part about being in the play is definitely when it hits tech week and we have to be on our stuff about hitting those cues and stuff. Oh, I'm very excited for the music. I think that it's going to be very cool and everything, but there will be some stress involved.
You can turn lights on and off and it would be a fine show. You could pretend there was a dragon and it would be a fine show. I could not have the fun sound that we put in, the fun music accompanying the fights, and it would be fine. But it's all of those aspects on top of each other that really make a show excel.
So, with all the work that goes into this, was it all worth it?
My hard work will pay off, but not only do I think that my hard work will pay off, I feel like everybody else's hard work will pay off because you can't really achieve much by yourself,
Being able to be on the stage and perform for everyone and know that everybody took their time out of their day to come watch it and then maybe give them a little laugh or something, it warms my heart. So it makes me feel that much better and that everything I put forth, it made it to that moment.
The moment you step on stage and you get that applause for the first time, it doesn't matter how much work you put in because it's just so euphoric and nice.
Yeah, it's just a lot of work and it's a lot of time, but it's worth it in the end, as I said, and it's also so great to be able to walk away from it and say, we did that, we put that on stage, and now we get to leave it there. And it's a memory now, and it's a good memory, hopefully.